friends, my name is Katie. Welcome back to my channel, Life Between Words. It feels like forever since I've stepped in front of the camera. I was gone last week on vacation with my family. As some of you might know, I did a little vlog on the way up. We got back last Friday, and I've been wanting to film another video since getting back, but my entire family was hit with a terrible cold, and I'm still struggling with it really badly, actually. Let me just go have a coughing fit. I'm going to hack up a lung here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. But I finally decided that if I didn't get in front of the camera and just film something, that I wasn't going to do it in forever. So here I am in all my unmakeupped, disgusting, cold-riddled glory. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this, but I'm dealing with it too. So let's all deal with this cold together. And I just need to say, summer colds are the worst. They're just the worst. They seem to hit harder and last longer and just like really pound you way more than colds in the winter do. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I just feel like I've been hit by a truck. So in the month of June, I only read like 3 books, and I don't even really feel like I can do a very good wrap-up. So instead, I have seen all these videos of people participating in the Booktube-a-thon, and I figured, why not? I'm probably going to fail. Reading 1 book in a week is most of the time an accomplishment for me, so reading 7 books in a week, probably not going to happen. I feel a little bit like I'm setting myself up for failure, but why not just give it a shot and have fun, and maybe I'll do some vlogging. I'd really like to try that, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't really done much vlogging. I don't really know how to do it. I don't really have an appropriate camera for it, so I might just end up using my iPhone if I decide to vlog. What do you guys do? Please leave some comments below. When you do vlog videos, what equipment do you use? With that said, I'm just going to go through the books that meet the requirements for the Booktube-a-thon, and we'll see how it goes next week. I'm going to try and combine some of these challenges to make it a little bit easier for myself, but I also want to give myself room to meet all of the challenges, even though I really don't think I'm going to. But anyway, so here is what I've got. The first challenge is to pick a book with yellow on the cover, and for that I chose The Rose and the Dagger. It's the second book in the, I don't remember the name of the series off the top of my head. My brain is so foggy right now. But anyway, I haven't read this yet. I really enjoyed the first book. We'll see whether I enjoy the second one. I've heard pretty good things. There's not a whole lot of yellow on the cover here. There's just a little bit of yellow up in the corner, but I'm counting that because it doesn't say how much yellow it's supposed to have, and so that's what I'm going to do. The second challenge is to read a book only after sunset. Now, it gets dark pretty late here, although not that late. I've heard other people who are listing out the challenges where it gets dark at like 10:30, and if I had been up at camp last week for the Booktube-a-thon, then it would have been like 10:30 before I could pick up a book. But thankfully, in Wisconsin, it gets late, or it gets dark around, I don't know, 9 or so, which is kind of late, but not super late. I still read after that. I chose A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness for this. I chose this for a couple reasons. One, I know the movie is coming out this summer, and I really wanted to read the book before the movie came out. And so I was planning on reading it this summer anyway, and so I thought that this would be a great time to read it. I also think it looks maybe just a little bit creepy, but I don't think that it's actually too creepy. I think it's more sad and poignant than creepy from everything that I've heard about the book. And also it's not very long, so I actually think that this is a book I'll be able to finish pretty quickly, reading it just at night. The third challenge is to read a book that you discovered through BookTube, and once again, I'm going to choose The Rose and the Dagger for that one because I found out about the first book. What was the first book called? This is really going to bother me. I need to figure this out. Alright, the first book was called The Wrath and the Dawn. So anyway, I found out about The Rose and the Dagger through BookTube because I found out about The Wrath and the Dawn through BookTube. So that fulfills that challenge. If, for whatever reason, I can actually choose another book for that challenge because I'm flying through these books, which I don't really expect, but just in case, I'll probably choose the third book in the Raven Cycle because the Raven Cycle is another series that I found out through BookTube. So the third book is Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and I really want to read that this month anyway, so that'll be what I choose. if I don't do this one. The fourth challenge is to read a book by one of your favorite authors. So I chose One Summer by Bill Bryson. Bill Bryson is for sure one of my favorite authors. He writes all nonfiction. I don't think he's ever written a fiction book. And all types of nonfiction. He's written travel writing, sort of informational books, history books. This one is about the events that take place in America in the summer of 1927. So 1927 was a real interesting time in American history. We've got Charles Lindbergh, we've got Babe Ruth, we've got the Jazz Age. Let's see, what else is Al Capone. This is another book that I really wanted to read this summer, so I thought I'd add it to the list, and it matches this challenge, so that's perfect. Challenge number 5 is to read a book that's older than you. I'm cheating on this one a little bit because I've already started this book, and I know I'm not going to finish it next week, so I'll probably just read a little bit over the course of the week. And that is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I'm doing a group buddy read of this book with a few other people, and we're just reading it kind of slowly, but I mean, this book is huge and it's dense, and there's no way I'm going to finish it next week, but I can probably get a little bit done, and I'm going to include it in the Booktube-a-thon just because I don't want to have to set it down for a week, and if I have it as part of the challenges, then it'll keep me reading it. So there you go. Older than me by many years. 1952? The year my dad was born. There you go. Challenge number 6 is to read a book and then watch its movie adaptation. And I have a couple books for this. The first book is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I've been wanting to reread this. I think I had the whole quartet in my books I'd like to reread video, and I know that there's a read-along of the whole series this month. Now, I've completely missed the train. This is the first book, so obviously it was read in the first week, but I might as well read it anyway and enjoy it and read it along in spirit with the whole group of people that are reading it. And it's also not super long, which is another reason why I chose it. It's a contemporary, reads really fast, and there's an adaptation, a movie adaptation that I own and love. The other book I selected for that is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which is the 6th Harry Potter book. I'm rereading all the Harry Potter books. This is the book for this month. I probably won't finish it this week. It used to be, I was commenting on Molly Reed's, her channel, when she did her TBR for the Booktube-a-thon. She was saying that, you know, it's really long and she won't get through it, and I was lamenting and commiserating with her about that because it takes me much longer to read these than it used to. When the books came out, I'd go to the midnight release party, I'd come home and start reading it right away, and I'd read it in like a day and a half. But life no longer offers me entire days to read books, so it takes me longer than that, usually. I probably won't get through all of this, but I am going to read it this month, and so I thought I'd include it because it also has a movie adaptation, and even if it doesn't count for that challenge, I can count it as my 7th book for the week. I also happen to be listening to The Help right now on audiobook, which has a movie adaptation as well, so I could count that for this challenge as well, because it's cheating a little bit since I've already started it, but I could potentially finish it next week. So we'll just have to see. And with that, thank you so much for sticking with me. I am going to go lie down and eat an entire bag of cough drops and take some Robitussin and maybe close my eyes for a little nap, and hopefully I will get better. Thank you guys. I'm so sorry that I haven't been around. I'm so glad to be back. I hope that you guys had a great week last week, a great week this week. I hope that you're participating in the Booktube-a-thon. I'm really excited, even though I know that it's going to be a real challenge for me, and we're just going to have to see how it goes. But I can't wait to see everyone's vlog videos and everyone's challenges and how everything turns out. I'm just really excited. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Yes. Bye.